This is the Everyday Hustle Show, where our number one priority is self-development.
Each week, we will dive into insightful topics that encourage you to push your thinking beyond average.
Smash that subscribe button and tune in every Sunday at 6 p.m.
Welcome everyone to another edition of the Everyday Hustle Show. This is episode 55.
And welcome, everybody. I'd like to give a personal shout-out to all of the people out there listening tonight. Good evening, and we wish you a do.
What does we wish you a do mean? What the hell is that?
I feel like I've heard it on another broadcast similar to the Everyday Hustle Show, where that's actually what they say at the end of the show. And we bid you a do.
Well,
so let's do the opposite of that since it's the beginning of the show. Welcome, everybody, to another edition here of the Everyday Hustle Show. Welcome.
Yo, welcome, everyone. Welcome. So tonight we're going to be going over some of our goals, I think, for this year. You know, last year, our first one of our first episodes, we talked about, you know, what we plan to do for 2018. So we kind of want to do something similar to that as far as what we have planned for this year, and just kind of go over like some things that, at least for myself, didn't really work out as planned last year, as far as some goals that I had set and didn't achieve. So
like the fact that you didn't read 12 books.
Yeah, that's on my list for this.
Oh, that project came,
and
went, and died.
Not died. But
No, it's dead, dude.
But before we get into that, Drew, I think you got some problem solution.
All right, so this week we're going to do something a little bit different. I'm going to go ahead and talk about something that I wrote before the show, and then we'll go ahead and we'll vibe off that a little bit instead of doing problem solution. But it is kind of problem solution based, okay? So what I wrote was, this week was filled with problems. Uh-oh. Some I can talk about openly and some I cannot. But this is what I want to focus on this week. And this is what I want everyone to focus on who's dealing with problems and going through things in their lives. Life is full of ups and downs. We aren't always up and we aren't always down. Sometimes our weeks are full of ups and sometimes they are full of downs. It is not always about one certain issue and how you overcame it. It is more about the mindset and perspective of your attitude while you are navigating the shitstorm that is life.
Wow, dude, getting philosophical on this.
Stay positive, stay grateful, and remember, there are people who have it way worse than you do.
Oh, yeah.
Wow, dude.
All right, Jesse. So, when I read that, what's going through your mind? What are you thinking right now? What do you got to share with the people?
Well, I got some, they're not, I guess they're problems. More or less
luxury problems.
Fears of the uncertain. You know, this upcoming week, I'm moving to a different location at work. It's a whole different kind of type of thing I'm going to be doing, completely different. And I know the people, but it's a different kind of structure. And I have some, I mean, it's like anything, you know, you're a little nervous when you're going into something new. It's with the same company, but I'm not going to have the same people that I have now to like lean on, and it's kind of it's a whole nother animal. So I was not really freaking out about it, but
you're like comfortable where you're
I'm leaving my comfortable thing that I got figured out and down pat and going to something different. I kind of have not some fears, just hopes that it's going to work out. But
I feel like that's like exciting though.
To a degree, it's an opportunity. It's a good thing, but yeah, I just I think I don't really have like a solution to that, except for exactly what you just said, just having like a positive, open, positive attitude, open mindset to the whole thing, and I feel like
are you going to live your life in fear?
No, I'm just
like my good friend Dennis.
Just a little nervous.
As said in episode 2 and episode 52, shout out to Dennis, fear will freeze you.
As I take a hit off that Juul, I remember back on that day with Dennis, and I'd like to say thank you, Dennis.
So, Chris, what's going through your mind when I read that?
Yeah, well, just the whole like keep an attitude of gratitude and to remember that no matter what, it's whatever you're going through is kind of like it's trivial, I'm sure, and it's if you take a step back and like breathe a little bit, you can kind of see, that it could always be worse. Basically, it's hard sometimes. I'm sure, like sometimes you're kind of like, you're in the middle of it and it's kind of weird, or frustrating, but yeah. I think that's exciting though. I think that's like I would like that more. I mean, if you could like always switch it up and always like have something new like happening. I don't know. I'm kind of like more excited about stuff like that.
Yeah, change, growth, forward momentum, all that good stuff.
It would be like boring if you just had like the same shit every day. I don't know. I feel like.
Yeah, I'm not looking forward to it. It's just
you put
just
in a
nerve,
lot in the last one.
Yeah, it's just nerves.
There could be worse things. There could be worse thing to have nerves about, though. We'll put it that simply as that. So
I want to do well. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
You know what I'm saying?
We all want to do well.
I know what you're saying.
So this is the 55th episode.
Yeah, 55.
Right now, we're actually kind of like a few weeks ahead. So like I'm in the future right now, but like I'm not in the future. Like. Does that make sense?
We're in the future for the audio, but not for the
exactly.
live.
The audience is listening to this on January like 13th right now, but it's January 5th. It's just really tripped out. But anyway, 2 episodes ago, which was a few weeks ago, we had our good friend Giovanni on.
Yeah.
And he told us his story and told us a little bit about Forex, which is foreign exchange, and some day trading platforms. And Christian had a little bit of exposure to it probably a few months back, but never really took the leap and the steps to it. And we kind of like we had a week of learning and doing it. Well, I've had a few weeks now, but I kind of wanted just to talk about that because really things like that are available to everyone, but people don't know how easy it is if you just apply yourself, and the ability that you have to make money by just having your money work for you. We always talk about, being smart and not thinking average. And this is exactly one of those things where you have to take advantage of if you have people who are willing to share their knowledge with you. So Christian traded on a demo account, which is basically just fake money. That's available to everyone. So tell me what your first week was like trading on the demo account and seeing like the possibilities that you have of making money, even if it was not real currency.
Yeah, I mean, it was cool just to kind of be a part of it. And like at first, obviously, I had no idea. Like it was actually right around the same time we started the podcast that I started doing research on it. And I was like, you can ask Kelly, I was gung ho on it back then, but I didn't want to take the leap. And so after talking to Giovanni, it was I reached out to him on the side and got more information, and then it's been cool, man. It's a demo account, like you said, so it's trading in it, and it's doing the same trades that he's doing and now you're doing, but it's fake money. It's the same market, fake money. So it's really cool that they let you do that. But I'm like surprised, man. I'm surprised that I'm learning like as much as I am just by like, and obviously we have to ask questions in the chat, but it's really cool to be in like a group where there's other people learning, people asking questions, and then it's like, okay, now I'm like starting to put the pieces together, and it's starting to make a little more sense. So
right. So did you like look at your week summary of like how much money you made, that you made, and so what was it?
I don't remember exactly, but it was because so I have like you have some open trades. So the ones that I did close on were all profitable. So I think it was maybe like 200, something like that, $200.
Yeah.
Starting out with how much?
Well, it's a dummy account. You could literally put $1 million. I have like 200,000 in it, but it was a mistake. Because basically, when you set a demo account, they say you want to try to set it up with the same amount that you're going to be putting in. So that way you're kind of like actually like making trades. But I messed it. I'm probably gonna open up another one soon, another demo account with the actual amount that I plan to.
Yeah, that's smart. I didn't think about that. Yeah, because I just did like 20,000 in the demo account too.
And then you're like, holy shit, I made fucking 4,000. But really, like that makes sense.
And there's different there's different lot sizes, so different almost like how much you put into the trade. Mm-hmm. So you can put in like a little bit, literally putting in like making 10 cents a pip, or you can go in big and make like 10 $100, no, $10 a pip.
Yeah, so it's one of those. Most people like, and when I hear you saying that already, I'm just like, oh god, like I can't even like, because people won't even understand it. But basically, what I wanted to just do is just put it out there again and just let anyone know that that if they're interested in it and they want to get involved with it, like it doesn't cost any money. All you have to do is have willingness, and like literally, it blows my mind that you can make money pushing buttons, and like everyone in America is just like,
Well, there's fear, I'm sure, just like myself.
Right.
Yeah.
That's why you set up the demo account. Like
you need a certain amount of money to like start. Actually, you could put $5 in there.
Yeah. Well,
but you're not going to be able to
need
trade.
some money to like the live account to start like demo.
A live account.
Yeah.
A real like account you would need, because obviously you can't do much with
whatever
$5.
you put in, they match too.
Yeah.
So like if you put in 100, you have 200 to start, which you can't take that out, but it's like margin to help if you go negative a little bit.
Yeah.
So
it's almost like a credit line.
Yeah, the bigger your deposit is, the more you get matched, and you have a good amount. So on my demo account, I did 2 weeks of training and made $2,000 in profit in 2 weeks. And in my first week of live trading, being very cautious and very, just like very I'm very focused on it. I made like $60 in actual currency, US dollars.
Yeah.
And I funded the account with 500. So I have 1,000 in equity, and I stopped the week at 1,060 something.
Right.
But it's just like I made $60 by literally doing nothing. Absolutely nothing.
Well, I mean, you got to pay attention a little bit, to it and stuff like.
Right, but it's not like I went and I had to dig holes or anything. Is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I pushed buttons on my phone and just applied myself.
Yeah.
So I just wanted to kind of bring that up again and just let anyone know that if they're interested in it, or if they have any questions, to reach out to us on Instagram or whatever, and we can always relay you to or send you to the right direction. So yeah, what do we got? What do you want to do next, Chris?
Well, I think just going over, like I said earlier, just kind of going over the 2019 goals. So I know when we first started the podcast, I think one of our first couple episodes was we talked about like what we not only had like in mind for the podcast, but like for the next upcoming year. So I kind of thought it'd be cool to kind of do the same thing tonight and just talk about what we want out of not only the podcast, but like business or whatever endeavors we're in, and then personal life and stuff like that. So you want me to take it away?
Yeah, take it away, because you have stuff. I mean, I don't really have I didn't like do my list, but I just from you saying that, I already know what I want. So let's start it off.
Yeah, so I wrote down the other day we posted something on Instagram that said like write down your goals, and when when we put that out there, I was like, oh shit, I don't even have my shit written down. So I went in to my little office or whatever, and I wrote down, I think it's like eight or nine things. And one thing that like I started doing at the end of last month, November, so the end of like 2 months ago, was I started like listening to the impact theory, and I've talked about it on the show. And since I started listening to it, besides like once or twice maybe on the weekends, it's been every day that I've been listening to it and like watching the YouTube series. And so I've gotten like a lot of cool ideas from that, from like people he's interviewed and stuff like that. And so one huge thing that was talked about in one of the episodes was, in order to like change like habits and in order to create new habits, you have to basically break the old ones. So it literally like it was a doctor, so he was talking about from like a neuroscience of like the brain or whatever. Your current habits, like what you do on a daily basis, are already pre-existing connections as far as your brain or whatever. So he said in order to break that, basically just do different shit on a daily basis. So one thing I've started to do is like take cold showers. It sounds crazy, but that was from like another episode.
I take cold showers.
Do you? Mm-hmm. So it was from another episode, and he mentioned that. And so another thing is that I want to run a 5K, and I actually found a fundraising like 5K run that's going to be actually in like 2 weeks.
Why would you want to do that?
Just because I've never done it before, to switch it up. I've been like literally running for past maybe couple weeks. Stopped drinking soda. I
Nah,
still eat.
You're not doing that.
I swear to God, dude. I actually ran my first 3K 2 nights ago, nonstop. It took me 26 minutes to do the whole thing.
3 kilometers.
No, 3.1 miles.
Well, K means kilometers, bro.
Well, whatever it is, but it translates to 3.1 miles.
No, it doesn't.
Look it up, dude.
Aren't kilometers shorter than miles?
I don't
dude?
know if it is kilometers. It might be
5K is 3.2 miles.
3.1.
5K.
5K, yeah.
You said 3K.
No, 5K. Or maybe, I don't know. So it's 5K.
Let's
So-
fact check.
Because I'm not at the mic, but you said you ran 3K, which would probably be 2 miles.
So I meant 3.1 miles. So I ran my first 5K.
You
like
son
2
of a
days ago.
bitch, dude. Are you fucking me?
No.
Okay.
You
You can move on. I'm done.
I can show you the app.
I don't like it.
So just doing like little stuff like that, and then I got another idea from actually Tim Ferriss, and he's big into like fasting. So I have on my goals list to fast 1 24-hour period at some point.
Once again, why would you want to do that?
Switching it up, dude. Well, okay, so
Wait, hold on. Switching it up.
Yeah.
You're just okay. Continue.
So trying new things is what I'm saying.
but what is the benefit of fasting?
So fasting for long periods of time actually helps get rid of like cancer-causing cells. There's a bunch of research on it.
What?
Trust me, I'm not the person to ask, but so you can listen to like Tim Ferriss, and he talks pretty openly, and like he's done like a lot of research on it. He actually does it. I think he does it for 3 days every like 6 months, and then like 7 days once a year or something like that. So I just want to do it, and I've done a little bit of research. I've heard from different people on like the benefits of it and like what it actually does, because basically when you fast, you allow like your body to, it's almost like a cleanse. But I'm just gonna do it just 24 hours just to try it out. So
It's very confusing to me.
so yeah, so the whole idea is just to try new things this year. That's like one of my,
Touche.
I have like a few different things, but
You should try a juice cleanse before
I'm
you
down
try
for
a
that.
fast.
Yeah, because I
Down for
mean, you need them nutrients.
you really don't though. You can last fucking. I mean,
No,
Oh, you got to ask Giovanni about this.
I'm pretty sure you need nutrients.
He says the human body doesn't even need food, and that
Right.
and that the hue means like light, and like you could get nutrients by just looking at the sun.
I mean that's a little.
It's a little kooky, bud.
Well, I'm gonna.
That sounds like somebody drank the fucking Kool-Aid, if you know what I'm saying.
I want
You know what I'm saying?
I want to do 24 hours just to see it. It's nothing. Trust me, you're not.
You're just going to be hungry as shit, dude.
I know. That's the whole point. Is like you allow your body to like
Get hungry.
get hungry, dude.
Jesse's a blue collar guy.
He doesn't understand.
Touche.
He doesn't like. You know what I'm saying?
I just don't know why you'd want to
The
get
viewers
yourself...
couldn't see that. The listeners couldn't see that.
Why you'd want to get yourself all hangry and shit.
Just why not try?
Why
it?
do you think people don't eat meat?
That's a good question.
Yeah, but they eat something.
Why do you think people fast? Why do you think fasting's a thing?
Because it's a fucking bunch of kooks, man.
All right.
So yeah,
Yeah, let's stay on track.
Yeah.
Alright.
So the whole idea is just trying new things this year. I have like
Okay.
like 8 things.
Dude, I think it's
down.
cool. Like, I think that running is going to change the game for you.
Dude, when I ran, like I literally like it felt really good when I finished.
No,
I
That's-
hope everyone in
about that.
2019
That's
who
cool.
sets out a fitness goal or whatever achieves it, but, you know, most of the people just already suck 3 days in, 4 days
yeah,
in, you know?
I think the issue is like they'll go, they'll start something and like you said, 3 days in, 4 days in, they slip up and they're like, oh, that's it. I fucked up. Like if if that's anyone that's listening is like, just if you fuck up on the 4th, 3rd, whatever day, like don't fucking just say, okay,
just
that's
quit
it.
there.
Right.
Bounce
like,
back,
you
dude.
can
Bounce
fucking,
back.
Start again the next day and keep going.
Yeah.
Mm.
So, Jesse, what do you have for 2019 goals?
Goals.
My main thing is,
Not die.
yeah, don't die. No, it's
Are there
financial.
Are there any jet ski related goals?
Well, I
You
feel
can have
like
the
last year I set like an unrealistic goal for myself.
I think you should set the barrel roll
Oh,
goal.
That is more realistic. So
I
last
want that
year,
goal too.
Yeah, last year I said I wanted to backflip a jet ski, and I just kind of got into it, and I'm not like Andrew was a very quick. You had a very quick come up. You go balls to the wall, and you got some really nice
went hard.
equipment. You went hard, and you freaking didn't kook out, dude. You crushed it. Myself, I'm a little more of a slow learner. I'm getting more into it, and I'm progressing with my riding, but I'm not doing anything crazy, But I really enjoy it. But you're right. I do think barrel roll is more for my
All I'm saying
equipment.
is that Dimitar's out there backflipping his superjet.
Ooh.
I know, but dude, he's
Animalistic.
ballsy.
Do it in Daytona.
I'm no friggin'
barrel
animal.
roll.
All right,
in
what about
Daytona.
life, career stuff? Like
Okay,
other
so
stuff?
my main thing is Helene and I, are looking to sometime probably next year or even maybe by the end of this year start looking at, buying a house down here. So I said the other week when it was me and you, we actually, because I've always had this in my head. Oh, I want to save money. And I suck at like doing that. So we're opening a joint bank account.
Oh, damn.
And we've already got some money together to open this with. And I was waiting to see my new paycheck to figure out exactly how much, every 2 weeks I'm going to be putting into this account.
Smart move.
But we're going to be we're both going to be putting money in, but I'm going to set, no matter what, a goal for myself as far as saving up money. And this is strictly for either down payment on a house or for whatever we're going to need for a house, furniture, and that kind of shit.
Yeah.
So it's not really like I'd like to save $1,000. Like it's trying to
Save money, buy a house. You're trying to
substantial
invest in
amount.
some real estate.
You're
down
going to
here.
need some
I'm trying
substantial.
to,
Dude, not
I
even.
can
See,
crush it.
that's a common myth, and I produce another podcast called The Stamp of Approval. And if anybody has questions about real estate or also mortgages and funding, there's episodes at FHA is 2 or 3.5%. For example, we bought this $220,000 house with $6,000.
Oh, shit.
So, Jen's saying no. Jen, what's the correct figure? Well, yeah, maybe 6 was half. Okay, so but still,
6.
You don't need a ton of money. So
Yeah.
but
But the thing is, once I get rid of my apartment, which should be the beginning of April, I won't have to pay for my apartment anymore. I should be able to save like a pretty substantial amount
Isn't
of
there
money
like
every
first
month.
time buyers, something like that?
yeah, that's FHA.
Oh, all right. I've never bought a
That's
house.
the type of loan.
Okay.
Yeah, but then it also there's a lot that goes into it. But you also like have to pay insurance on the loan and stuff like that.
Oh,
So
shit.
yeah, but that's one of the pros is that you have to put very little money down. But that's a cool goal.
Yeah.
Anything else?
I mean, with work, I'm just trying to keep applying myself and see where it takes me.
Right on.
Yeah, you're moving up quick, right?
Very, very quickly.
It's all thanks to the Everyday Hustle Show. So
Very quickly, and things are going good. But
You're welcome, man.
It's about
You're welcome, dude.
Yeah, dude, you're welcome, bro. You don't have to. Don't worry about it, man.
Don't
Yep.
even.
Don't.
You don't have to.
Yep.
You don't.
It's okay. Dude.
Yep.
So, you're welcome.
So the only thing that I wrote down, and I'm gonna continue to grow this list. So thank you for bringing it to my attention, and I think that everyone listening or watching should absolutely write down some type of goals list. And this isn't related to New Year's. This is related to personal things that you're hoping to achieve in the next year or so.
And put it where you can see it.
Yeah, and it's like a short-term list. So so I wrote down that I started 2 businesses in 2018, and I want. What did I just write? I want them both profitable in 2019. So that's a big goal. That's that's
knocked one of them out of the water, right?
Not really. Everything that I did photo video wise, I pretty much just bought more equipment.
Yeah.
So
Right.
technically that's the business is just growing.
But yeah.
So, but yeah, that's what I hope to achieve for 2019, and I'm gonna continue to add to that list for sure.
Yeah. Yeah. Put it where you can see it for anyone listening. I got that shit like right where I can walk by it every single morning. I feel like that's something that we've heard and like talked about, but I just never did it. So it's kind of different now. And I have one for that, for the for the clothing brand, and I think we should do one for the podcast too, to see like what we want out of the podcast, what we hope to have maybe at the end of the year or something like that, or certain amount of downloads.
I just want to stop paying for it, you know? But anyway, all right, man, I think there's a lot of good stuff in there, and we're getting near the end of the episode here. So, hey, Jesse, why don't you drop that Nimbus Cloud? All right, so Christian, I have a question. If I wanted to get like a website done or something, or maybe like a logo, where could I go?
Yo, D Sqaured Media is the spot to get all your work done. Small business, big business, logo design, web creation. You can check out our website. See, they redo the whole thing, and you can reach out to them and get discounted rates, I think.
You don't say.
I do say, actually.
Huh.
So, yep.
Well,
thank you, guys.
From all of us here at the Everyday Hustle Show, we wish you adieu.
Hey.
There, that's how it's supposed to be used, for anyone who was wondering. Not in the beginning of the show.
Not in the beginning. Yeah.
Well, thanks for tuning in. Be sure to check Tim Rogers on the weather. It's sunny and 67 degrees here in sunny South Florida. Good evening. Go ahead. You can cut the tape, dude.